Hi, my name is Destiny. Thank you so much for stopping by Destinygotsleeved, where we discuss all the wonderful, challenging experiences of life after bariatric surgery. Stay tuned. Let's face it, nobody wants to get cut open, no matter the reason. So deciding to go and have a surgery for weight loss, it's a big decision. It will be the hardest thing you'll ever do. The hardest thing you'll ever do. However, it is also the most rewarding thing and the nicest thing I've ever done for myself. So let's start with step one. What is gastric sleeve surgery? To put simply, the gastric sleeve is a surgery where they remove 75 to 85% of your the organ, the stomach. And so by doing that, it's turned into a long sleeve-like shape. And you have, so they'll take your whole stomach and they'll make it a very thin sleeve, and then they're going to use staples to staple it shut. This is all done laparoscopically, so that means there's just these long poles, I think there's 5 of them, that are on your tummy, and they use those to go in there without having to like cut you open and worry about scarring. But the cool thing about it is that not only does it reduce the amount of food that I can eat in one sitting, but it also removes a lot of the hormones related to stress, more specifically ghrelin. So for some people, it works a little bit differently. They don't get a reduced appetite, unfortunately. But for others, it really does. I'll link some links below, but it really does. I felt a huge difference with my cravings, with my hunger levels. My brain gets it much quicker. That's enough, that's enough, that's enough. I really, really miss that. You know, I miss that. So the gastric sleeve is different than the bypass. With the bypass, they're rerouting everything. So not only are they fooling with the stomach, as I would say, they're also rerouting some things down in the intestines. Now, for other people, that may be an option if you maybe have GERD like I did, but some people really find that the bypass is better. Some people have revision surgeries. There's a lot of things out there, but if you just having the gastric sleeve, it's a 30-minute surgery. They pull that tummy out, they staple the rest, you have some dissolvable stitches on your tummy, and that's it. And I actually didn't stay in the hospital. Other people I know stay a couple of days, but I actually didn't stay in the hospital. I did everything outpatient. So it is a major surgery though, so don't take it lightly when you're deciding to do something like this, because it is a major surgery. But just understand that the actual surgery itself is a very short process, but afterwards, the work really starts afterwards. So hopefully that gets you to understand, because my family was like, oh, are they gonna put a sleeve on it? No. It's the shape that is made after they remove 85% of your stomach. Anyway, so today we're going to discuss why should you choose the gastric sleeve. So I was tired of being tired, quite frankly. I have not always been a larger woman. Most of my childhood, including my early years, my teen years, I was always a thicker girl, but never medically obese or medically needed intervention. So, but I spent all of, like most of you, I spent all of my teen years dieting and exercising, dieting and exercising, dieting and exercising. Great. So I know that's not the same for everyone, but that's what it was for me. So by the time I had turned 30, the weight just started creeping up and creeping up. And then I started a new profession as a 911 dispatcher. So being a 911 dispatcher It is high-paced, it is incredibly stressed, and when I say I sit down at work and I work for 10 hours straight, it isn't lounging back, it isn't taking the day, it is running people, helicopters, canines, it's the whole nine, medical, fires, everything. But I noticed that my tummy just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I had these ferocious cravings. Every time I would try to stop, lower my calorie intake for the day, or every time I would try to pump up my exercise, I was just rewarded by hunger pains all day long, even with the protein, even with cutting back on carbs. I don't drink flavored sodas. I don't drink juice. It was just piling on. So it was about 5 to 10 pounds a year for at least 5 years straight. I love my wine. I like to sip on the weekends, okay? I get 3-day weekends, so I like to sip. And when I say sip, I mean a glass or two a day, but that was enough to do like serious harm to my weight loss goals. So this is what I was going through. That's what it felt like. I felt like I was going nowhere. I was on a hamster wheel, losing the same 5 to 10 pounds over and over and over and over. I got tired of being tired. And then the bigger I got, the harder it was to exercise. The more heavy I felt on my feet, my knees, my joints hurting. Like all of this was just not okay. So I was tired of being tired. And then stress eating. I noticed that right after my surgery, it wasn't until right after my surgery that I realized stress eating was a big deal. Because after my surgery, you will notice that even during that first week, you are not hungry nor thirsty, which is wonderful. They say that happens for about 50 to 60% of people after surgery. Doesn't happen with everyone, but 50 to 60% of people experience no hunger and no thirst. Great. Well, when I went back to work, I took 12 days off. When I went back to work, that first day, I mean, these hunger pains and this hollow, empty feeling in my stomach every time someone would be a difficult citizen, every single time. And I was looking through. I'm like, what did I bring to eat? What did I bring to eat? Do I have some candy? Do I have some chocolate? Do I have some something? Just to calm my nerves. Because honestly, stress wreaks havoc on the body. My failed diets, I would love to share that with you. I have done the low-cal, I've done keto, I've done Atkins, I've done Zone, I've done South Beach, I've done Noom, I've done Weight Watchers, intermittent fasting, which I actually found out was driving me crazy. I have a therapist that I work with. I definitely recommend getting one if you're thinking about going down this journey. It is a lot of mental and emotional baggage that I had to learn how to deal with, because I didn't even think I was a food addict, and I still don't think I am, but I know that I'm an emotional eater. And I did not realize how much frustration, anytime I'm frustrated with someone, when I want someone to help someone, or I want someone to do the right thing and they don't want to, I'm like, here we go. Give me some crackers. So anyway, I've tried all of them, and that's how big a decision this was. I mean, I had to try and fail all of these programs, and for different reasons, but the overarching thing in the past 5 years is the uncontrollable cravings, the uncontrollable just hunger all day, and that's with nothing but protein. That's what I mean. My body is just going haywire. Stress makes so many, it throws off the chemistry of the body. I really do believe that. And honestly, my tummy got bigger, my arms got bigger. I also got GERD, which is like that heartburn. I had that when I tried to sleep. Anything I ate, anything I tried to eat, I developed an ulcer, heart palpitations, just all of these things. as a result of stress, because I know that there are other long-term effects of stress and obesity, and I just don't want that. I don't want to live the next half of my life, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, in a hospital bed. I just don't want to. So I really had to try something. Even though all the other diets failed, I had to do something. What was the kicker? What was the final thing that said, hey, everything else failed, but you got to do something. You got to do something. And that's when I went into my closet one day and I realized that I had every size of pants. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, now 16. I was just sitting there looking at it in my life in pants. And this wasn't 20 years ago. This was just all in a very short period of time. And every time I would buy 2 pairs of pants in one size, I would wear that a few months, and then I would have to move up to the next size and the next size and the next size. And so I finally got to the point where I said, you know what? I'm not buying another pair of larger jeans. That's it. That's it. I'm not buying one more pair of larger jeans. Okay? I don't care if I have to pay for this. I don't care if I go through insurance, which I actually ended up doing self-pay, because I was still about 15 pounds off of what the insurance wanted me to have. So I said, I'm not buying any more clothes. So if I have to pay for it, I have to pay for it. But I'm not going to wait another year to go through the insurance process so that I can just end up to a 16, a 18, a 20. No, I'm not doing that. And that really was my aha moment. If you watch Oprah, that was my aha moment. I said, I'm not buying another pair of bigger pants. Now I know that there's a lot of things that affect weight loss, and I am there with you. Please, please don't let people make you feel bad. You are not lazy. You are not unworthy. You are not someone who is not trying. And honestly, if you look at some of the research out there, especially, and I'll put some down in the links below, if you look at it, when you start cutting back your calories, even if it's 200 calories a day, and you're increasing your output and your activity, you are going to be hungry. Your body is going to slow down your metabolism so that you can hold on to everything. And the longer you've been at a certain weight, the harder it is to get down. So please, please don't let people shame you. Don't let people shame you. I personally did all my research for months and months and months. I'm a research nerd. I love it. I will sit and read medical journals. I will sit and read new trends, new developments. And I love YouTube too. Hi, YouTube. I love YouTube too. I listen to everyone's stories out there. I've looked at some of the videos you've been looking at as well. And honestly, please, please, from me to you, please don't let people shame you, okay? Do what's good for you. Do what's right for you. And you know what? Let the pieces fall where they may. Yes, you may have to break up with a husband or a boyfriend. I did. That would be another video. You may have to put money aside. You may have to stop talking to some people. I did. Another video. But that's really what has to happen in order for you to start putting yourself first. Let me give you my stats. I am 5'5". I started my weight journey at 228 pounds. I have been, this is my 9th week, and I'm about to be 36 years old. And so far I've lost about 30 pounds. So in 8 weeks, I've lost about 30 pounds, which is huge. I haven't been able to lose 30 pounds in 15 years at least. Or maybe 10, 15 years at least. So that was huge for me. But honestly, It takes so much mental fortitude. Do not think this is the easy way, because this is not a magic pill. I still have to diet and exercise. And when I say diet, it's not because I'm eating large quantities anymore. No, but I eat such a small quantity now that I need to make sure it is healthy and nutritious so I don't lose my teeth or my hair. You know, that's another video. We'll talk about the pros and cons. But honestly, I mean, it's going to take some mental fortitude. Fortitude. It's gonna be tough. But it's not impossible. Oh, before I forget, remember to click and subscribe. I need you. I'm trying to get this off the ground, and I really, really would appreciate connecting with you and talking to you, and I will do my best to engage with you as much as possible. I am on this journey and trying to hold myself accountable. So if you want to get in there and join me, please click subscribe below, like, comment. I really want this to be a positive community for everyone, because I know I can't do it alone. But if you've gone through everything and you're tired of being tired and you are done, gastric sleeve may be for you. Hey, only you can make that decision. I made the decision because I feel uncomfortable. I was feeling uncomfortable. I'm feeling better about myself now. And even though I've only lost 30 pounds, the fact that this is an issue that is getting resolved is a wonderful feeling. I don't have to have that anxiety anymore. You know, that is powerful, because that has cleared up so much of my mind to do other things. I'm here talking to you right now. This is YouTube. I never thought I'd do YouTube. So honestly, the possibilities and the things that you will be able to think about once weight is no longer an issue, hey, it's worth looking into. And I know it's gonna suck for a little while, but honey, I can tell you it's worth it. I'm so sure that I'm not going to stop, that's why I'm bringing you along with me, so that I can share with you my journey and also let you know, honey, I'm posting the good and the bad. Okay, so you stay tuned. Please remember to like and subscribe in the box below. I also have some resources below, and also my contact information, my email. Please just reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. Okay, so until next time.